Hi, Capstone team. How are you? I'm sending out this announcement mainly to walk through some Blackboard things that I want to make you aware of, and then let you know about my upcoming vacation this week and days I will be working versus days I won't. Just so you're aware if something seems to be sitting in the grade book for a little bit longer, that will be why. I have been averaging no more than 2 days on a turnaround, which is very ahead of what I'm expected to do, and I've been trying to do that in an effort to get you guys your stuff back quickly. Um, However, over the next week, I will not be able to meet that um, quick turnaround the entire time. So I've mentioned in the announcements which days I'll be grading and which days I will not, so that you're aware, okay? I just want to make you aware of some things. So benchmark 4, benchmark 5, those are relating only to people doing action research and school improvement plans. So you know if that's you, just make sure that you're hitting those requirements. When we get down to benchmark 6, you may not go to benchmark 6 if you have not completed all benchmarks up till that point. So let's say that you are writing a literature review as your capstone, then you would have to pass all parts of benchmark 3 before you could submit to benchmark 6. Okay, if you are doing school improvement or action research, you will have to complete 3, 4, and 5, and then you will be ready to submit to benchmark 6. So let's take a look at benchmark 6. Here you have where you will put your initial capstone draft. This is your entire paper from cover page to final reference page, of course in alphabetical order, so possibly the page that has the Z's on it, okay? You must pass this phase to move on. This is where I should see the cleanest draft that you have. There should be very few, if any, errors in this draft. I will point out some things in this section to let you know if things need to be revised. And then you'll go ahead and do those revisions, and then you'll continue to submit here at 6-1 until I tell you to move on. Okay, so just be aware of that. Here I'm going to go back to benchmark 7. So when you turn in your initial capstone draft and you are approved, you are not finished. Here in benchmark 7, this is where you will turn in your final submission. This is the absolute cleanest submission. All of the corrections have been made, and I will tell you when you upload this. That is approved by me. Finally, final. Then you are told to move on to the institutional repository. That's where you upload your paper to our library, and it in effect becomes published on the internet there. There's licensing agreements and submission forms that happen there. Then you have the course evaluation. This is not open as of right now. So if you do finish within the next 2 weeks, which there are several people very positioned beautifully to actually complete at that point, you will have to come back and complete the course evaluation, and it's very helpful to the program, and I really appreciate it. So I will remind you of that, no worries. At this point, you will complete the survey of your program. Now, this can be done at any time. My suggestion is that you wait until you have submitted 7.1. You have a much clearer head at that point. You're pretty much done at that point. So you can come back and do it. It's a quick survey, very important. Goes directly to Dr. Hoy and Gary Richardson, who are the chairs of the department. And then you do a summative personal reflection. This is not academic writing. It is sort of an overview of your program and things you learned. You can talk about how you were impacted professionally and spiritually. This is not given feedback, except that I do comment after reading it, but there's no corrections that need to be made. We expect you to do your best work, however. We don't ask you to do any revisions of that. And then if you would like to get a transcript, you are able to receive one copy of your transcripts at no charge, and you complete the transcript request and you mail it to the registrar. You can do that at any point. It'll just sit and wait for you to complete the course. When you complete the course, that doesn't mean that you are ready to get your transcripts. However, grades have to post, and then once the grades post, then it's a short delay at that point. And then you can also order additional copies of your transcripts if that's necessary. Many of you have graduated prior to taking Capstone. That was your last course. So I probably have already seen you at graduation and really enjoyed meeting you there. For those of you that have not graduated yet, hopefully you will choose to come to graduation in the spring and actually walk across the stage and be hooded with your master's degree. And I expect at this point to be there. So I would love to actually meet you in person if I have not done that already. So that's where we are, folks. I will go ahead and post this video to the announcement, and then I will send out the announcement so that you have the dates. Basically, I will be traveling tomorrow. I will do 3 hours of grading on Thursday, 3 hours of grading on Friday. I will not grade Saturday, Sunday, or Monday at all. Those 3 days I'll be with my family in Rocky Mountain National Park, and then I will be back to grading on Tuesday, probably 3 hours, but it definitely could actually do more at that point. So I will do my very best to clear out whatever's left in there, if anything, and then I will be back in town and back at work by Thursday. On Thursday I'll come back. So if I have appointments scheduled with you, they will start on Friday, I believe, because I think Thursday night's going to be a late night. Anyways, it's just such a pleasure to be your professor this summer. I've had wonderful conversations with many of you. I have received some drafts that are among the best that I've received teaching this course over 3 different terms. Just some absolutely beautiful work. Please continue to find those editors, people in your life that can help you. I am sure that if you could speak to your fellow students who have used editors, they would say it is so helpful. It really cleans up everything so nicely that I can really just dive into the content and make sure that you're making the analysis that needs to be made. So please don't hesitate to find those people. Remember, there is also information about 2 paid editors that you can choose to hire as well, but it's usually not necessary to hire someone, but you absolutely can, and they're both lovely. But I know people have found people in their lives, family members, friends, people at their district office. Even one student is using their principal, who is so excited to be involved and has contacted me several times to have conversations about the draft, which I just absolutely love. So at any rate, I'm going to sign off here. Please take care. If you have any prayer requests, send them my way. I pray for you every single day by name. Goodbye.